Go ahead. Good evening and welcome to Westview High School. Tonight is senior night, so between the junior varsity game and the varsity contest, we'll be recognizing the seniors on the girls basketball team. The first would be Hope Bortner. She's the daughter of Chad and Erica Bortner. She's played basketball for 4 years, and it would be all four of those under Coach Ryan Yoder. Her favorite basketball moment was hitting the three to put us in the lead versus Fremont, and then team game nights. She's also been involved in soccer for 4 years, softball for 4 years, student council 3 years, National Honor Society for 2 years, and plus for 1 year. Her plans after high school to attend college to study kinesiology and become a doctor for a collegiate or professional sports team. Hope Bortner. The other senior on the Westview roster this year is Audrey Taylor. She's the daughter of Josh and Karen Taylor. She's played 3 years of varsity basketball. Her favorite basketball moment was being able to experience the growth among our team and learning how to play for each other. Her other activities include tennis, student council for 3 years, National Honor Society for 2 years, and plus for 2 years. And her plans after high school is to receive her cosmetology license and pursue her dream of doing hair. And that's Audrey Taylor. So congratulations to these two seniors. And we'll be back with the game in about 10 minutes. Good evening. Dan Byler with Randy Yoder bringing you the final game of Lady Warrior regular season basketball action on LaGuanaMedia.com for this year. Tonight's game is with the Lady Blazers of Eastside. The Lady Blazers come into the contest with a hot 20-3 record. Their only losses this year were to Fort Wayne Lures in November, Belmont in December, and to Fairfield during the regular season in January. They avenged their loss to Fairfield in the NECC tournament finals 10 days ago by thumping them 53-24 to win the NECC tourney. On average, they've been outscoring their opponents by almost 15 points per game. The Lady Warriors are having to finish off their regular season by playing the 3 teams with the best records in the Northeast Corner Conference. The last 2 teams they played were Angola and Fairfield, and now tonight it's Eastside with the best record. The draw has been made for sectional play starting this coming Tuesday evening, and this year the sectional the girls play in is being hosted by Eastside, so all games will be played there. We will be bringing you the Lady Warriors games as they face Cherubusco on Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock to kick off sectional play. Eastside Central Noble will play in the nightcap. The full bracket for the sectional is on our website at LaGuanaMedia.com. We invite you to spend the next hour and a half with us here on LaGuanaMedia.com. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor for this season's games is J&R Solutions, providing unlimited internet no matter where you live. Our halftime sponsor is Pizza Depot in Millersburg, and now with a new location open in Middlebury. This evening's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. By Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana on the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. By Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. By Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West in Shipshewana. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. And Shipshe Automotive Services just south of US 20 on State Road 5. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. By Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury, and Southland Flooring on 1000 West in Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. And right after this 30-second commercial from our game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, we'll be hearing from the commissioner, Paul Neidig.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom, filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to another week of conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, thank you and the staff and everyone for their hospitality and hard work this past Sunday. Greg Rakestraw and I were fortunate enough to be asked to host the pairing show for the girls' state finals. I thought it went well. The viewing parties were exciting, and now we're ready to go play basketball.
We are, Coach, and you guys, first of all, I can't thank you enough for the work that you and Greg Rakestraw on putting that show together. And it's not something that you just show up in the studio and sit down and read a piece of paper. I mean, you guys put the work in as far as knowing who's going to be playing who, and just some unique facts about each team, and then some historical points. I think one of the things we talked about as we were preparing for the show was Lawrence Central. Lawrence Central hasn't, their girls program hasn't won a sectional game in many years. And here they are, number one, and ready to hopefully that season turns out for them the way they want it to. But we have a lot of other schools out there that want to do well too. So, those things just make the pairing show unique, and no other state does the pairing show much like ours. And I think that's what, again, makes Indiana special, Indiana basketball special, and it matters.
It does matter, and as we've talked about numerous times with social media, now pictures of the viewing parties, which is a very popular part of this show. You're able to see the young ladies and their coaches at someone's house or at school somewhere getting ready, because we know that the pairing show is an incredibly important thing, but it's fun to watch everyone behind the scenes as they how they deal with that particular night.
It is. I watch the social media feed pretty close just to see what's going on out there. And it's, Coach, this as an old basketball coach, and every time you pull a group of kids together in a situation such as the pairing show, there's memories being made, and there'll be a story about something or someone that they'll tell again as they get a little older. And it's such a fellowship to be able to hang out with your teammates, one, but, this journey to this tournament is something that they committed to years ago. They set their goals with their coaches at the beginning, and this journey is about to take the next phase when we get into tournament success and participation. And, it's just part of being a team, and, you can't replicate this aspect of what we do in an education setting other than being on a team.
We toss it up for real on the 30th, coming up this Tuesday. Wrestling, sectional start the 27th, which is Saturday. We are really into winter championships as we speak. It's unbelievable that we're going to be starting sectionals in wrestling and in girls basketball this coming week, Commissioner.
As we've talked on this show, we knew this was coming. We've been prepping our audience and our people out there to get ready for this. And it's here. The wrestling tournament begins this Saturday and ends in 4 short weeks in Evansville, Indiana this year, Coach, which is a unique change.
Yeah.
You know, and Evansville's, we met on this morning a little bit and got a little more information. And people are ready to go. When we start talking next week, Coach, we're going to talk about the boys swimming sectional getting ready to start. So it's all up on us here right now, and we're ready to go.
You and I have talked about this before. We have the luxury of being able to look back and on the glory days. But, watching some of those viewing parties struck me as those kids will remember that night and these nights for as long as they live. And it's that bond that will bind them together, that shared experience that a lot of people don't get the chance to have. And it's one of the great things about athletics is it allows you to have those types of experiences and lifetime experience. And it's just fun to be a part of it.
It is, Coach, and it is. I'm so blessed to be able to do what we do and in support of student-athletes in this great state. And I've told you before and many others, I don't get to do what I do today without an education-based coach in my life when I was in my formative years of high school.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Back at Westview High School, tonight's Westview pregame show brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet with no throttling and no contracts. Call them at 574-349-7673. Well, we have Eastside back out on the floor, and here come the Lady Warriors getting last-minute prep ready, warm-ups ready, getting ready for tonight's the final game of the regular season. So any thoughts on what to expect tonight, Randy?
Well, it's always kind of been a tradition here at Westview for many years. The pep band played at senior night, so that kind of, you got to talk over some noise, but it's neat to have them supporting our ladies here as they wrap up the regular season. Now, this would be quite a test. Eastside has they've really been playing at a high level, especially the last 6-8 games. I noticed they're averaging over 55 points a game. I think that's far and away the top in our conference. And they play really solid defensively too. So it's going to be a challenge at both ends of the courts for our team tonight. But this will be the final regular season matchup, as you said, and then we go to season number 2. The postseason begins next week, and
all starts over.
We got a favorable draw, and so if we play well Tuesday night, we can be in the semifinals next weekend. So I think our Lady Warriors ought to look at this as a test, and just try to play fundamentally sound basketball tonight, and let things. I guess the chips fall where they may.
Right, yeah. I imagine if there's probably things that Coach wants to be working on that he can be doing tonight, and if that's your main focus, I guess you always want to be ready for sectional and that run at the end of the year, and a good way to put that, the season number 2 starts. So.
Right, right.
So earlier this evening we had recognized the 2 seniors on the team, Hope Fortner and Audrey Taylor. So only 2 seniors on the team this year, and I think Audrey will get to start tonight, so that'll be nice, doing senior recognition this last home game. And so it seems like it's come around quick, but with the girls starting almost a month earlier, or 3 weeks earlier than the boys' season. I mean, the boys still have 3-4 weeks to go before they hit tournament time.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how long ago it was that they made that switch to try to finish up the girls' tournament before you got into the boys. As much as they could.
Yeah, it's probably been longer than we realize. I think it's been at least 6, 7, 8 years ago at least.
It's funny because it feels like it was just a couple years ago, but you're right. It's been 4 years since you were coaching.
Yeah, right. Yep, time just kind of had the way of slipping away, but I would guess, if I was guessing, 7, 8 years.
So another great rendition by one of the Westview students. I can't think of her first name. It's Newsom, isn't it? The last name?
I think you're right.
Caitlin. Yeah, Caitlin.
You're right. She did a wonderful job singing for us tonight.
So starting for the visiting Blazers, number 14, J.C. Kitchen, a senior. Also number 20, Sydney Kessler, who's a junior guard. Number 24, Lily Kresher. She's also a junior. That's number 22. And then Paige Traxler, number 24, is also a junior and a guard. And then forward, Haley Weiss, number 40, rounding out the lineup for the Lady Blazers. For Westview, starting in one guard spot is Karis Weinberg, a 5'6 junior, number 1. Olivia Bontrager, our primary ball handler, 5'1 freshman. wearing number 5. Senior Audrey Taylor, 5'6", wearing, Bree Corey. I guess we're leaving the seniors till last. Sorry, that was Bree Corey, 5'10", sophomore, number 41. And now Audrey Taylor, a 5'6" senior, number 11. And then Hope Bortner, 5'4" senior, number 13, averaging 7.8 points a game. So we have Hope averaging almost 8 points a game, Bree Corey averaging 8.2, and Karis Weinberg 6.8 for Westview, our leading scorers this year. And I think we've got Weiss and Corey will be jumping it off here in the center.
All at once it got quiet.
Yes, it did, just very quiet. And here we go. Tip controlled by Eastside, corralled there by Kitchen. Traxler and back to Kitchen, and down in the corner, driving in and kicking it out. Weiss turnaround shot is up and good. Eastside quickly on the scoreboard. Looks like they doing a half-court trap, lobbing it inside to Bree. She's going to work it inside. Ball knocked away. She's going to have to kick it back out and reset it. Eastside in a 2-3 zone. Hope actually had a shot there, but I think she likes to catch and shoot. A little less comfortable maybe on the dribble to a shot. The turnover there. Bree couldn't handle it. Nice spin move inside by Crusher, but she couldn't quite corral it. So Westview coming down the other way. Weinberg drives it in, pulls it back out. Audrey Taylor up top to Olivia Bontrager. Olivia's looking left. They're still in that 2-3. Moving it around the top. You got a lot. Oh, yeah, she recognized that. Oh, they had the opening, but then coming in on the weak side is Kessler to pull the ball away and turn over back the other way as Olivia stepped in on a pass. They're trying to get it back in, and Bree takes the shot from the free throw line. No good. Pulled out of there by Kessler for the Lady Blazers. Ball quickly down to the other end. Crusher. Back out to Kessler and back to Crusher. And now to Traxler. Cross court skip pass to Kitchen. Up top.
Triple teamed her.
Yeah. Managed to get it loose, and the shot put up by Kitchen over the top, no good. Manages to lob it in and right into the hands of her teammate, and knocked out again by Crusher, and that time they couldn't chase it down. Morgan Rieksecker set to come in for Westview, comes in for Bree Corey. And looks like Eastside's going to apply some pressure, yeah. Looks like.
See how our freshman handles it. Looks like they kind of drop back once we got the ball inbounded. Well, so far we've played a little over 2 minutes. We've gotten one shot up so far.
Audrey with the ball inside, got tied up, pulled it away, stays at Westview's end, knocked out of bounds by Eastside.
They're not a real tall team, but yet they have length and arm length, and I can see where they cover some area with their reach and their.
And an errant inbound pass, so the ball should come all the way back to the baseline since no one touched it inbounds. It should come back. Yeah, it does come back to where we had triggered it in. Kitchen to bring the ball down for the Blazers. Pressure to Kitchen, back to Traxler, lob inside for a cutting. Crusher couldn't get it to go, pulled out of there by Westview.
That was certainly a design back pick on that zone, but she simply missed the bunny there.
Hope puts up the shot, no good. Pulled out of there by Traxler for Eastside, quickly down the other way, and Karis steals the ball, but then has it stolen right back. We almost got it back again, and it's been a little messy here at this end.
Yeah, it is. We got 4 turnovers quickly, and Eastside also has 2 here in the first 3 minutes of action.
So Bree Corey came back in for Westview, came in for Audrey Taylor, and into the lineup for the Lady Blazers is number 34, Allie Baker. Hot pass inside, a little too hot to handle, right over Kitchen's head and out of bounds.
I wonder if one of the point emphasis with Ryan has been to really get out on the 3-point perimeter, because they are a gifted 3-point shooting team, and they've only gotten 1 look so far, and they missed it. But we'll keep an eye on that as the game progresses here.
Boy, we were having a little trouble, and then now Eastside does steal it. Pull-up jumper from about 10 feet was Kessler. And that puts them up 4-0. Applying pressure again. Hope caught in the corner, across to Rieksecker. And it was tipped by Morgan as the ball went by. So she last touched it. She really didn't have a chance to catch it because it was deflected right in front of her.
Yeah.
So another turnover. And you talked about those long arms. I think somebody just got their arm up and enough to deflect that pass.
They kind of remind me of Fairfield the other night, don't they? I mean,
yeah.
they're
reaching it. Yeah.
Reaching and their length. Yeah.
Noticed that during the JV contest, they certainly outsized us there height-wise. Shot put up and in by Weiss. Karis Weinberg brings the ball across the timeline. Driving now. Tries to go on in. Came loose. Saved by Bree Corey. Hope Ortner's going to set things up again. Ortner to drive the baseline, kicks it back out inside to Bree. She turns, puts the shot up, and good.
Well, that was a nice touch by Bree, going to the right, even though she's left-handed.
It doesn't take Eastside long to get back down to the other end on offense.
I want to credit Rieksecker for a nice assist on that play to Corey earlier.
All right. Westview also in a 2-3 zone on defense here. Kitchen puts up a 3, got it. J.C. Kitchen, a senior, puts the Blazers up 9-2. 2:45 to go here in the first period. Bontrager drives, kicks it out to Rieksecker. Weinberg drives, kicks it out to Rieksecker. She'll take the 10-footer on the left baseline. No good, but Bree Corey got the rebound, puts it up. Can't get it to go. And now Hope Bortner corrals it. And then she got her head in the way of Rieksecker's pass, but was able to chase it back down. And then another errant pass. Janessa Lehman comes in for Westview, comes in for Abby. Oh, I did it again. Now I'm calling her by her cousin's name. Calling her all kinds of names. Olivia Bontrager. And new in the lineup for the Lady Blazers is Taylor Mack, a freshman. Shot put up, 3-shot, no good off the back of the iron by the Blazers, and pulled out of there and quickly the other way, but couldn't control it. I was looking away, so I guess the Blazers tipped it, so Westview will get the ball still right in front of the Blazer bench.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this Kitchen. You say she's a freshman. I've heard.
Well, actually, the one that's playing is a senior.
Oh, okay.
Shot put up, no good.
I was looking at number 4 here.
Is she out there now?
Yeah, she
okay,
is.
so she also checked in. So I don't know if they're sisters, cousins. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't.
So the starting point guard is a Kitchen, and now a freshman checked in. And Westview will take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds as well.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
And we're back. We're having a little technical difficulties keeping our scoreboard camera up there, so I'll try to make a point of letting you know where we're at as far as time and score goes. Right now, Westview down 2-9 with 1:27 to go in the first period here. Ball knocked out of Hope Bortner's hands, and as so often happens, she then fouled trying to get it back. So she picks up her first, and that'll be Westview's first. And Traxler to trigger it in for the Blazers.
That's the first foul called in the game after
I just realized that.
6.5 minutes here.
Traxler looked at a three, pulled it back down. Underneath to Mack, and now drive inside, wouldn't go. Janessa Lehman pulls down the rebound. She's double teamed. The ball was stolen by Kresher, couldn't put it up. Now out to Traxler for a three-shot, couldn't make it, but it put back in by the freshman Kitchen. Lucy Kitchen. Westview coming back the other way, and ball taken out of Bree Corey's hands by Kresher. Now ahead to Kresher. Ball knocked away and off the foot. They're saying off the foot of Mack, so Westview will get the ball back. Audrey Taylor and J.J. Whetstone check in for the Lady Warriors. Hope Bortner and Bree Corey get a rest. 31 seconds to go. Westview down 2-11. Having a little trouble getting the ball out of the end here. Need to get across the timeline, and now we do, and the ball knocked out of bounds there by Taylor Mack. So 21 seconds to go. We'll be triggering it in front of the Eastside bench. Morgan Rieksecker to trigger it. We have a freshman on freshman here. Lucy Kitchen guarding Olivia Bontrager. 17 seconds to go. Whetstone with the ball, down to 10 seconds. Now Janessa drives it, kicks it out to Whetstone. We're down to 3 seconds. Somebody's going to have to shoot. Olivia puts the shot up, and no good. So after 8 minutes of play, Westview's got a bit of a hole to work themselves out of. Down 2-11 here at Westview High School. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service, 260-768-7119.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Ready for second period of action back here at Westview High School. Looks like it'll be Westview ball to start the second period.
So far, Eastside has 14 shot attempts to our 6, and I think a lot of that is we have 10 turnovers, and they have 4.
And that would about make the difference there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just about pretty much does tell the story in that regard, yeah.
Kick and then stolen there by Mack, but so actually they have two freshmen out there. Mack's a freshman, and so is Lucy Kitchen. Ball lobbed inside to Whetstone. She tries to put it up, no good. Mack gets the rebound and then tied up by Whetstone. And on the alternating possession, that will go to the Blazers. But I'll take that. That's one of those where they had the ball and we tied it up.
Right.
I don't mind those tie-ups.
Yeah, them are okay.
Traxler with the ball out top to Crusher, now down to Mack. She drives. She's double teamed and she threw it out of bounds right in front of the Westview bench. Turnover on the Lady Blazers. So yeah, I think these two freshmen they have in there looks like they're pretty good. They didn't get to start, but
right,
they're getting quite a bit of playing time here now that they're in.
Yeah, they are.
Olivia across to Lehman. She drives across, kicks it out to Weinberg. Gonna pull it back out to Bontrager. Lob inside. That's a tough shot. Got it to her. Whetstone puts up the shot. No foul called. Janessa steals the ball, drives it back in. We're going to set it back up. Olivia Bontrager to Janessa. And stolen again, and that was a double dribble. I'm pretty sure she grabbed it with both hands and then she kept going.
Yep.
But if you do it with enough audacity, sometimes it gets missed. On that last time out, Avery Wilson, or the dead ball, Avery Wilson, who is a junior for Eastside, had checked in. Hope Bortner comes back in for Westview, and into the lineup for the Lady Blazers is J.C. Kitchen again, and is it Kessler that came back in? Or 22 is Crusher.
Yep. Oh, there's a driving lane, but they closed it.
Yeah. She certainly is thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, drive by Hope. Bortner kicks it back out, and now around the perimeter. Janessa gets her pocket picked and stolen there by Crusher. She's heading for the other end. Olivia puts some pressure on her. Can't get the shot. Brought down by Lehman and across to Weinberg. Couldn't get the free throw to go, and the Lady Blazers coming back the other way quickly. Kessler. A lot of pressure. And they're going to call a foul. I thought maybe there'd be a tie-up, but they're calling a foul. That's going to go on Weinberg, her first.
Looks like in our 1-3-1, we're trying to trap the corners before they can get rid of it. And it worked one time. This time we got nabbed for the foul. But
yeah. Lucy Kitchen drives. Now she drives on in, puts the shot up, can't get it to go. And they're saying it went off of one of the Westview players' foot. It rolled out. So Eastside will get triggered in. Kessler to be the one throwing it into Crusher. She couldn't get the short turnaround jumper to go. Westview quickly back the other way. Nice lob inside. Bree Corey lost the handle though, and knocks it back out though to Olivia. She got the three off, couldn't get it to go, and Lucy Kitchen with the ball manages to unload it to Kessler, and quickly down the other end to Crusher. She shoots the three, can't get it to go. Rieksecker gets the rebound, and we're going back the other way. So 5:18 to go. Westview down 2-14. Lob inside, Debris, and they're getting her from all directions when we lob it in there. Turnover again, and Karis Weinberg almost stole it back. Back into the lineup for the Lady Blazers is Weiss and Traxler, and Coach Ryan Yoder wants to talk things over with his Lady Warriors. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. speedy drive-through, or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn, quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
We're back. 5:07 to go here in the second period. And Eastside will be triggering it in from the far side. Into the senior J.C. Kitchen. Now Traxler brings it to the top, across to Weiss.
Looks like we've switched to a man-to-man here after the timeout.
Yeah, we have. Chased down by Traxler, bringing it back in. Crossover dribble, throws it in the air. Oh, I don't know if maybe she was expecting some contact and get a foul there. Weinberg picks it up, brings it down. Olivia drives to the left. And Hope Fortner with the ball now. Every time Bree gets her hand in the air, they're coming from the weak side.
Yeah.
Bree with the ball up top. She drives. She goes in. I'm going to call Weiss for the shot, or the foul on the shot. So that'll put Bree Corey at the line to shoot a couple. 4:18 to go now in the second period.
Is that their first team foul on the night?
Actually, they're saying it's 2, but I missed. Let's see. I don't see who the other one is. It must be somebody who's on the bench. First shot no good by Corey. And second shot also no good. Rebounded by Kresher. Weiss, now Traxler. Traxler's going to bring it down. Looks like we're still in the man-to-man. Olivia Bontrager on track. Oh, nice defense there by Hope. They almost got her on the back door, but she knocked the ball away. Saved the layup. 4:06 to go. Traxler underneath their own basket on the right side. Looking, kicks it out on the left wing. Sorry, the right wing. Now Traxler gets it back. Skip pass down in the other corner. And a three-point shot, her second of the night, put up by J.C. Kitchen. Is that their third 3 of the night?
Yeah, they're 3 for 6. Got 2 3-pointers this quarter, and that's the only scoring for either team.
Yeah, 3:40 to go here. Olivia Bontrager chases down the loose ball. Got Kresher all over her. Weinberg brings it back up top. So we're back in the 2-3, and Kresher gets her hand on the pass. Has to pull it back out. Traxler at the top of the key, kicks it down to Kitchen. She's going to bring it back out. Traxler has it, looking in from the left side. Kessler drives the baseline, puts the shot up short. Weinberg pulls it out of there, quickly heading to the other end. Across to Vortner. She manages to save it, and the pass into Bree Corey is a little too slow, and it's picked off by Eastside again. Shot put up by Traxler, 3-point shot no good. Weinberg pulls it down for Westview, and she's heading for the other end. Wisely pulls it back out. She had 4 Blazers down there with her. Olivia picked up she got it inside to Bree. Nice job getting inside that time. Didn't quite get the shot to drop though. Traxler throws it across to Kresher. Now Weiss puts up the shot off the board, but no good, and Weinberg pulls it down again. She's pulled down the last 3 rebounds, I think. So 2:12 to go here in the second period. Westview still chasing a huge lead. We can't get that ball to go through the hole. So skip pass across to Olivia. She's going to put up the 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Pulled out of there by Traxler. Olivia putting some pressure on. Traxler's around her going to the other end. Coast to coast. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Bree Corey picks up the rebound and now hands it off to Olivia and then to Morgan. 1:43 to go here in the second period. Got a bunch of girls sitting down here waiting to get in. 2 for Eastside, 3 for Westview. The next dead ball. Rieksecker drives, kicks it out to Weinberg, puts up just inside the arc, I think, and couldn't get it to go. And Kitchen had the ball knocked loose, but the official didn't see it, so he called her for a carry. There's actually 3 on each side. So Lucy Kitchen, Mack and Allie Baker in for the Blazers, and J.J. Whetstone, Audrey Taylor, and Janessa Lehman came in for Westview. Into Taylor, kick there by Kresher. And coming back in for the Blazers is Avery Wilson. Hope Bortner throwing it in for Westview, gets it out to JJ. Now to Janessa. Janessa picks up her dribble, needs to unload it, gets it to Bortner. Bortner pulls it back out to the top. And now we've got Kresher trying to get another steal and ends up getting called for the foul. 3 now on the Lady Blazers. That's her first. Ball into Janessa. She's got Mack all over her. And Mack ends up on the floor, but still, and the ball knocked loose. JJ chases it down, gets it to Bortner. Across, a nice pass. Audrey Taylor with the rebound, can't get it to go. And then Wilson had that ball for the Blazers, and Taylor got a piece of it. So on the alternating possession, Westview gets it back. Hope Bortner to throw it in. Gets it out long, but Taylor almost was able to corral it, but Lucy Kitchen going to the other end, throws it back out. Now Mack drives, and I think they're going to call a foul on the floor before the shot. That's going to be called on Rieksecker. Her first 2 for Westview now in the second quarter. 31 seconds to go in the second quarter. Freshman Lucy Kitchen throwing it in for Eastside. Mack now all the way around to Lucy. I think they were trying to get her a 3 shot on the far side, but no good. Mack drives now, and going to be called for a foul. It's going to be called on Audrey Taylor, and they're going to say that was on the shot. So, okay.
Almost appeared to me that it was on the drive, but that's not the way they saw it.
So that'll put Mack, and are those first free throws being attempted by Eastside?
Yes,
tonight?
it is. Yep.
Mack's first shot up, nothing but net there. So 17.9 seconds to go in the first half. And second shot rattles around this time, but still goes in. It all counts the same. Into Janessa, she's heading for the other end quickly. And knocked loose. Cross court pass, Rieksecker's got it. JJ, 6 seconds to go. She puts up a 3 and is blocked. And that time Kessler put it up, can't get it to go. So with time expiring at halftime, Westview down 2-19. We'll be back with some look at halftime stats in 2 minutes.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail, so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Move from ring to ring, catching great deals and unique finds at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Bid on furniture, antiques, art, pottery, tools, architectural salvage, estate items, and more. 6 to 10 auctioneers simultaneously sell inside the Shipshewana Antique Building, and each week it's completely different with amazing sellers and items from all over. Don't miss the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. all year round.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
We're back at Westview High School. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg and now in Middlebury, featuring chicken pesto pizza as their January pizza of the month. Randy, we got to look at some halftime stats here.
Yeah, we do, Dan. We'll start with Eastside. They have a total of 19 points here at the break, and as we look at it, their freshman Lucy Kitchen had a basket for 2 points. J.C. Kitchen had a total of 6 points and 2 threes. Kessler had 1 basket for a total of 2 points. And Taylor Mack had 2 free throws. She was 2 for 2 at the line for 2. Number 40, Haley Weiss had 2 baskets for 4. And Avery Wilson had a 3-pointer for a total of 3 points. And for Westview, we just have 1 basket, and that is Bree Corey, a basket for 2. Eastside was 2 for 2 at the line, and Westview was 0 for 2 at the line. As far as team stats unofficially, I have Westview 1 for 16 from the field, 1 for 11 from 2-point range, which is about 9%, and 0 for 5 from 3. We have 15 team rebounds, and turnovers is a stat that stands out. We have 16 turnovers in the first 16 minutes. Eastside, their shooting isn't a whole lot better from 2. They're 4 for 19, which is just a shade over 20%. 3 for 7 for 3-point range, about 42%. 15 team rebounds. The rebounds are the same, and they have a total of 7 turnovers unofficially compared to our 16.
It's going to be a little tough to win a game shooting, what, 6.25% from the field, I think?
1 for 16?
Yeah. Because 1 out of 8 would be 12.5%. So, yeah, this cannot get the ball to go down. We've had a number of 3 attempts that have come off the back of the iron just a little too long.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So it's sure it has to be really frustrating. Just can't get that thing to go down.
I guess I take 3 things away from Eastside's defense tonight. Number 1, as a lot of teams are doing, they really key on Hope. I think she has 1 3-point attempt that I recall. And then the second thing they're doing, Bree, they're, like you said, when we lob it in there, there's a lot of times 4 hands, sometimes 6 hands. They're double, triple teaming her. And then the third team that this zone does, it really cuts out driving lanes for Weinberg. She loves to drive, and she hasn't had opportunity to get that zone kind of collapse on her. So those 3 areas, I think their coaching staff must have really focused on that before they played us.
Did a nice job of scouting and looking at previous games. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I think Karis took a shot, but she was like almost out to the 3-point line. She's not getting inside. They're not letting her get in there.
Yeah.
And they are deflecting passes and stealing things, knocking them loose. So it's it's hard for us to even get open shots. And yeah, like you said, whenever Bree gets the ball, there's 2 or 3 Blazers there willing to help her hold the ball. So
Yeah, they're more than willing. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And like you say, the shots we have had, we just simply are not hitting them tonight. I mean, yeah, 0 for 2 at the line and 1 for 16 from the field. You know, when you really look, Eastside only has 19 points. They're averaging 55.1, so we've done a decent job defensively. They like, and I know as you broadcast the game, you mentioned that they like to push the ball up the court.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't finished some of those. Part of it, I think they missed a few that they should have made, and a few times we got back and got a hand up.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I do know. Yeah, I can think of a couple times when they had the drive, but we got back and didn't give them the easy layup.
Right.
And so maybe off the glass a little too hard, missed shots. So.
I did notice this afternoon that they are rated 7th in the state in 2A, and so they're the heavy favorites. Although they got to be careful with their first game matchup with Central Noble.
Yeah,
they can be a dangerous team this year.
Well, so they've played Central Noble twice already, once in regular season and once in the tournament, and Eastside won both times. However, I think the first time was only by 2, if I remember right. I was looking at that earlier.
Yeah.
When they played Central Noble, in the tournament they only won by 2. It's 50-48.
Okay.
And so did they play again after that? Where is it on the schedule here? Oh no, right. So January 10th they played it. Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. So during the tournament, they defeated Central Noble 50-48, and then they played them just less than a week later. So last week on the 16th, they played them again, on the 19th. So that's just about a week ago, and beat them by 8. So 49-41. So neither time was that overwhelming. So yeah, I'm.
And we always know the saying, can you beat a team 3 times?
Yeah, it can be tough to beat a team 3 times. But I would certainly say those 2 teams are probably the favorites in that sectional. The rest of the bracket, so we play Busco, and then the winner of our game plays Fremont. The other first round game, of course, between the 2, what I'm calling the favorites in that sectional, probably Eastside and Central Noble, and the winner of them will be playing Prairie Heights in the second semifinal game on Friday night.
Right.
So, and again, the one thing that if you might have seen this somewhere, if you're thinking about coming to sectional games this year, on the IHSA website, and maybe it's been picked up other places, it's saying that you have to buy a ticket ahead of time and show your ticket electronically on your phone. I did get confirmation. I don't know what Eastside's doing, but for Westview, Athletic Director Bill Boston assured me that Westview would still be taking cash sales at the door. So the IHSAA is trying to go the direction of no cash sales during the tournament, I guess. I just thought that could be interesting for a number of our fans.
Yeah, I agree.
I said, well, if nothing else, an enterprising young person could be standing outside, buying tickets for them. Say, take this phone in and bring it back out, would you? And I'll buy a ticket for someone else. But in any case, at Westview at least, when we get to the boys' side, they will still be selling tickets at the door. I mean, assuming there's tickets available. I guess if they sell out, they won't. But I mean, it's been a long time since that would have happened.
Yeah. But that's good. It's good that you shared that because, I knew officially you had shared that last week that was their goal to not allow any cash sales.
But I did get confirmation that at least Westview for the boys sectional will allow cash sales. So the halftime show was brought to you tonight by Pizza Depot in Millersburg and Middlebury, featuring chicken pesto pizza as their January pizza of the month. And we are just about ready to tip off the second half of play here at Westview High School. It'll be Eastside ball to start the third quarter here. So it's
As far as adjustments, what can you say, Dan? We just gotta
make some
shots.
I think defensively we're probably doing okay, but the oh, that was a nice. Morgan Rieksecker came up and almost stole it. Almost did it again. Lots of pressure there, and we're going to call a tie-up. Weiss couldn't get rid of it. Weinberg got a hold of it, and Westview will get the ball on the alternating possession.
It's a turnover.
Some pressure. Kessler trying to steal it from Bontrager. Bontrager quickly heading the other way. Kicks it down to Bortner. Bortner got a shot, a stand and shoot. Couldn't quite get it to drop, though. Pulled out of there by Kessler. And Weinberg's knocking the ball loose, and she's going to get called for a foul. But I don't think I'm going to fault her for being aggressive.
No.
We're going to have to do something to make things happen. So she picks up her first for the quarter, but that's her second for the game.
No, the first couple sequences I like we're coming out with some fire on defense and aggressiveness, which is great.
And a three-point shot put up, and now she's hit one in each of the first 3 quarters. That would be J.C. Kitchen, the senior. She has 9 points now. Olivia Bontrager dribbling through everybody, and a pass halfway between Bortner and Weinberg, and they both watched it go by. They weren't sure who it was to.
Yeah.
So a bit of an unforced error that time, and we'll be coming back the other way.
Well, Eastside's now 4 for 8 from three-point line. I mean, that's one of their strengths this year, the perimeter shooting. They got some 4 or 5 players, I think, that can do that.
And just before she falls down, able to knock the ball back out. Kitchen gets the ball, puts it up and in, gets fouled, so she has a chance to get another three-point play, but this one the old-fashioned way, involving a free throw. And 11 points for J.C. Kitchen now. Only the 3rd player to make it to the line tonight between the 2 teams. And the free throw is no good. Bree Corey with the rebound. Rieksecker gets it, and down to the other end, Karras is wide open. Puts it up and got it to go. Weinberg scores. We just doubled our score.
Yep.
6:42 to go. Westview down 4-24. Ball inside to Weiss. She hands it off to Kitchen and now to Kessler. She's going to set it back up. Looks like Westview's in the man-to-man still. Ball out to Traxler. Looking inside. Olivia trying to.
Push off.
Yeah, big push off there. Didn't get called. Bortner guarding there. Oh, almost thrown away, but Kitchen managed to corral it. Ball thrown across the top, and Olivia Bontrager tipped it, and then Traxler touched it. And similar to a play we had about the same spot in the first quarter, but that time it went against us. So Westview gets the ball. Bontrager bringing the ball down the other way. Olivia drives, kicks it out to Hope. Back to Bontrager. Now to Weinberg. Gets it to Rieksecker. Picks it up, lobs it inside to Bree. She puts it up, got it to go.
That's another nice assist, similar to the first half when Rieksecker hit Corey.
Got left wide open there. Allows Kessler to drive inside and score. So with 5:37 to go, Eastside coach wants to talk things over. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
We're back at Westview High School. Westview will be triggering it in. Looks like Eastside's going to apply some pressure. They'd called the timeout right after making that bucket. Morgan Rieksecker gets it into Hope Bortner. Back to Morgan. Looks like they're going to trap her. Cross-court pass and quickly down by going around to the other side. Morgan's going to take a free throw. It's going to be a little short. Bree Corey ends up with the rebound. Spins inside, can't get it to go. Morgan gets the offensive board. We're going to get another shot at it here. Olivia looks like she'd really like to throw it into Bree, but there's somebody coming up on the weak side helping out there. Ball down to Weinberg. She brings it back up top. Back to Bontrager. Now Bortner. So yeah, I think Morgan needs to draw her defender out so that Bree doesn't have that weak side help. Stolen there by Eastside. Down the other way. Traxler is going to pull up and shoot a three. It's going to be long. And Bontrager ends up getting the ball. And we've got numbers here. Well, maybe not anymore. All the way down. Got it up and in. Olivia scored. 8-26. 4:34 to go here in the third period. And yeah, just like that, they're down here at the other end, ready to play offense again. Eastside is. So Traxler drives, kicks it out to Kitchen. She puts the shot up. Boy, she is just on fire. She had 6 points in the first half, and she's got 7 in the second now.
Yeah.
28-8, 4:11 to go in the third period.
And we're 3 for 5, so we're shooting 60% here from 2-point range this half. So that's certainly an improvement.
Yeah. Lob inside that time, a little too high for Bree. Traxler picks it out of there all the way down to the other side and through the feet of Kessler, and Olivia Bontrager steps through, up it, oh, it spun around, wouldn't stay down. Rebound by Kessler. Morgan Rieksecker is going to be called on the reach-in foul, trying to take it away from her. That's going to be her third. We got a line change going on here. So for Westview, we got Whetstone, Lehman, and Taylor coming in. For the Lady Blazers, we have Lucy Kitchen, Mack, and Wilson in. Skip pass down to, so both Kitchens are in right now to JC. JC throws it inside to Lucy Kitchen. She underhand passes it out to Kessler. Audrey Taylor with the rebound gets it ahead to Janessa. And now she's just going to hand it back to Olivia to bring it down. And I guess, yeah, Eastside's in a man-to-man right now as well. So Audrey's calling for it inside. But they were still, weak side was still ready to step in there and help out. So make it pass in there. You've got just a narrow window to get it in there. JJ forces the shot up, can't get it to go, and then she tries to come around the back side to knock it loose, and I think she's going to get called for the foul. And her first, and it's fourth on Westview with 2:49 to go here in the third period. No fouls called on Eastside so far this quarter. Mack down to Lucy Kitchen. She drives inside, puts it up. Nice sort of an underhand shovel shot there. She got it to go.
Yeah, it was a nice little scoop.
Yeah, 4 points for her now. Westview attacking again at the other end. Janessa back to Bontrager. She drives inside, back to Weinberg. They were trying to drive in and kick it back out, but we can't get in very far. Weinberg drives, puts the shot up, and couldn't get it to go, but they're going to say, I think it was Lucy Kitchen's going to get called for that foul. Yeah, so that'll be her second, I believe, and the first on the Eastside Blazers. 2:09 to go here in the third period, and Weinberg at the line to shoot a couple. She has 2 points so far this evening. And the first one is nothing but net. That makes her, no, it doesn't make her. I was thinking that made her our leading scorer, but Bree's got 4.
Right.
Chance to tie that, though. Her second shot. And bounces around, can't get it to go. Pulled out of there by Kresher. Down to Lucy Kitchen. She drives, throws it back out to Kresher. And now out to JC Kitchen. And she's going to drive the right side. We switch there. And now they've got a big mismatch on the inside. Inside to Crusher. She kicks it out to Kitchen. And they're going to call JJ for a foul, forcing Kitchen out as she drove across the baseline. That's her, that's her second.
Fifth as a team. I think they get to shoot the rest of the quarter here.
Yeah, 1:43 to go. And the Blazers will be shooting 2 free throws on any fouls here out. So Kitchen was, JC Kitchen was at the line earlier to try to finish a 3-point play and had missed that free throw, but this one is nothing but net. We got Hope Bortner coming in for Olivia Bontrager and Morgan Rieksecker for Karis Weinberg. 29 to 9. Or sorry, 31 to 9. They make that 32 to 9. As she makes both free throws. Janessa drives, puts it up, can't get it to go. Pulled out of there by Crusher. She quickly comes the other way, passes it across, trying to hit Lucy Kitchen, but JJ Whetstone there to knock it out of bounds. 1:31 to go in the quarter. Ball in, quickly around. Looks like they're trying to get, oh, well, I thought they had JC Kitchen open in the corner, but they're going to get it to Lucy Kitchen on the other side. She puts up the 3 shot off the strap. Westview ball. Traxler ready to come back in. Paige Traxler, junior for Eastside, comes in for JC Kitchen.
They are certainly guard oriented, and they really, you do see some nice ball movement.
Yeah,
with that offense they run.
So Janessa looking to unload it, gets it to JJ. Back to Janessa. Gonna drive. Back to Audrey at the top of the key, passes up the 3. JJ now hands it off to Morgan. 56 seconds to go. So can't quite figure out how to penetrate here in the man-to-man. Janessa needs someone to unload it to, and Whetstone got it. And now Janessa drives, gets it in that side to Audrey, puts it up. That was one of the longest shots I've ever seen. It took the longest.
Yeah, it hung there for a long time.
I thought it was going to stop there. It almost stopped on the back of the iron there, but Rieksecker got it to drop. So her first points tonight, and she'll get a chance to add to that. So 11 to 32, 34.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter as Rieksecker takes her free throw. And got that one to go. So,
well, we put a 10 on the board this quarter so far.
Double-digit scoring this quarter. Kessler holds the ball out, or sorry, Crusher holds the ball out front. Lucy Kitchen with the ball now. Down to Clark. She drives the baseline. She's going to take a short shot there. I think it was partially blocked by Rieksecker. Bree Corey corrals it, and we got 8 seconds to go here as Janessa comes down to the other end and kicked out of bounds by Crusher. She chases it down in the far corner over behind the band. 4.3 seconds to go. Westview will be throwing it in on the far side. Morgan Rieksecker to throw it in. Looking for someone to get it to. Across to Bortner. She spins, puts it up. Almost got it to go, but she's going to get to shoot a couple free throws. I thought she was going to get that.
Yeah, looked like
nice little spin move. And
stay in, but it rolled out.
So that foul's going to be called on Lucy Kitchen. That's her third. 1.3 seconds to go. Hope Bortner yet to score tonight on her senior night. And she misses that one. Gets one more. And her second shot is in and out. No good. And Bree Corey tried to get the rebound, went off of her. 0.4 seconds to go. Coach is saying put a little pressure on him, but don't foul. I guess he's saying, yeah, he just said just stay back now. Yeah, they didn't even try the shot. It's almost just a tip there with 0.4 seconds to go. Okay, so we'll be back with the final quarter of action. Westview down 12-32 after 3.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
We're back. 8 minutes on the clock. Westview down by 20, but we scored 10 points in that quarter after having only scored 2 in the whole first half. So figured out how to get the ball to go in the hole.
Yep, that's a sign of progress. Hopefully we can have another solid 8 minutes to get ourselves ready for next week.
Eastside got the ball to start the fourth quarter here. Ball knocked away from behind and chased down by Olivia. Bortner drives and unloads it to Weinberg. And Bortner gets a 3-shot, and it will not stay down. Pulled out of there by Kresher. Knocked loose by Bortner, and she's going to get called for the foul. That's her second, first on Westview for the quarter.
Be interesting to know how many times that's happened tonight. Both teams, individual misses a shot, and within 3-4 seconds,
they foul.
They foul, yeah. It's just a natural instinct. Yeah.
Trying to make up for what just went wrong, and instead you add to it.
Yeah, you kind of double the negative, yeah.
Pass inside to J.C. Kitchen. Shot put up by Kessler. 3-pointer, no good. And Kitchen might be the shortest player out there. Came down with the rebound. Tried to throw it inside. The other short player, Olivia Bontrager, knocked that ball away. And Karis Weinberg goes up for the shot, was blocked. Bree got a piece of the rebound. And Westview will retain the possession there on the alternating possession. 6:50 to go. Inside to Karis, and immediately fouled. That's going to be called on Traxler. Traxler's first on Eastside. Got Lucy Kitchen set to check back in for the Blazers. Comes in for Traxler. Hope gets it into Olivia. Lob inside, tried to get it to Bree, but stolen by Eastside, and they're coming back the other way. Kessler brings the ball across the timeline down to Kresher. Kresher looking, now she dribbles and back out to Lucy Kitchen. Kitchen down to Weiss, and now Kessler. J.C. Kitchen. Skip pass across to Kresher. She's going to drive. Hope's not giving her any room. 3-pointer put up by Weiss, no good. Weinberg with another defensive rebound. Lucy Kitchen dogging her there, trying to not let her bring the ball down. Olivia hands it off to Morgan, loses the handle, and we're going to have a tie-up, and it's going to go to Eastside. Audrey Taylor comes back in, comes in for Morgan. Kresher to trigger it in right in front of the Westview bench. And Lucy Kitchen will be bringing it across the timeline for the Blazers. 5:50 to go in the fourth period. JC down the baseline and passed it across the baseline, and Kresher hit the 3. 12 to 35. 5:36 to go. Foul called on Kresher. That's her second, team second. Westview brings the ball back in. Olivia Bontrager being dogged by Lucy Kitchen. Audrey Taylor with the ball across to Olivia Bontrager, and now Weinberg.
Boy, they're really bottling Bree up inside.
Yeah.
40's just fronting her everywhere she goes.
Audrey
Unless she
Taylor
comes
with the
out
ball,
high.
gets it down. Yeah. Yeah, and they had, J.C. Kitchen on the backside's not very tall, but no, that time the lob pass inside was not high enough. Weiss picks it up. Kresher going the other way, puts up the, I guess it's a layup. She was way out to the side. She put it up off the glass, nice and soft, got it to drop, and then Hope Wharton was going to get called for a foul there. Oh, yeah. So that'd be Hope's third, I believe.
Okay.
A bucket made by Kresher. So she already has a 3 this quarter. Now she has a chance to make another 3 if she makes her free throw here. And off the back of the iron, no good. Lucy Kitchen gets the rebound. Drives inside, kicks it back out. Kresher with the ball. Now to Lucy. Back to Kresher. She's going to drive. Tried to pass it across to Mack, and Janessa Lehman stepped in and stole it. Almost stolen by Kresher. And Olivia manages to corral it. It's been hard to get the handle on the ball this time. Lehman drives, and she loses the control of it and knocked out of bounds, so it'll go to Eastside. 4:14 to go in the game.
This quarter's been a struggle so far for us after a nice third
So
quarter.
Lucy steps back, says, I'll take the 3. Can't get it to go. 2 Westview players fighting over the ball, and then Kresher ends up with it. J.C. Kitchen puts up a 3. She doesn't have one for this quarter yet, so she missed it. Olivia Bontrager with the foul. Yeah, that was just sort of a freshman mistake there by Clark, I think. Or sorry, not Clark, Mack. She picks up her first 3 on Eastside now for the quarter. 3:55 to go in the quarter. Boy, she is just all over Olivia.
She is.
And she certainly has a height advantage. Forcing Janessa to the left side, and okay, that went off of Janessa's foot. I was hoping maybe it went off of Eastside defender, but apparently not. Baker triggered it in that time. J.C. Kitchen down to Mack, out to Lucy Kitchen. Looks like she's waiting for the play to develop. Now to Baker. Kitchen, Mack. And back out to Lucy Kitchen. Ball tried to pass it inside, picked out of there by Hope. She tries to pass it across to Janessa Lehman, and Mack knocks it out of bounds for Eastside. So with 3:20 to go, Coach Ryan wants to talk things over. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
And we're back at Westview. 3:20 to go in the fourth period. And we're back to having a little trouble getting the ball to go through the hole again.
Here we are. After a nice third quarter, we kind of regressed a little bit here so far.
Of course, only one player from either team has managed to score so far in the third quarter. That would be Lily Kresher for the Blazers, has 5 points. Ball into Weinberg. Manages to chase it down. Janessa Lehman's going to drive, going to have to pull it back out. Hope has it. Hope now has Mack on her. Okay, so I guess they're playing man, but they're switching.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they do a nice job. They're switching any
screens,
screens or handoffs.
Bortner across, and
it just seems like every pass is an adventure to complete. They are really getting in the passing lanes and trying to deny a lot.
Oh, that time had an entry pass, but it went past the toes of Bree. Lucy Kitchen all the way to the other end. She's going to not make the bucket, but she's going to get to shoot a couple free throws. I think that's probably on Karis. Yeah, Karis Weinberg picked up her third. 3 on Westview for the quarter as well. I don't think Lucy's been to the line yet tonight. And that one's good. So let's say give her 5.
That's what I have, yeah, 5 points.
2:29 to go. Addison Moffler comes in. I think this is that her first appearance maybe? I think for the, actually I'm pretty sure she had played in the junior varsity contest earlier. Lucy Kitchen hits the second free throw. .220 to go. Pass to Hope. And she's going to unload it to Bree. Underneath the Karis. You just cannot get an open lane to drive in there. Janessa goes in, has to kick it back out. Hope has the ball, puts it up, got it to go, and she's going to get to shoot a free throw. So Bortner gets on the board. Foul was called on Mack, her second. And that is a 4th on the Lady Blazers with 1:56 to go, so we'll be shooting free throws on any subsequent fouls other than player-controlled offensive fouls. Off the back of the iron, no good. Mack gets it. And Westview applying some pressure, trying to get the ball back. Lucy Kitchen is going to bring it across the timeline. Baker unloads it across to Mack. Now down to Lucy Kitchen. Out top to Moffler. Inside shot put up by Wilson, no good, but she's going to get to shoot a couple. That's the 4th foul on Westview as well, so both teams will be shooting the rest of the 1:26 that's left in the game here. That's the 4th called on Weinberg. That shot rattles around, goes in for Wilson to go along with the 3 she had in the second period. And the seniors come out, giving a round of applause for their efforts. Second shot also good by Wilson. 1:26 to go. Weinberg unloads it to Lehman, almost lost it. Tracks it back down and back to Weinberg. She drives in. Rieksecker had a chance for the shot, can't get it to go. Whetstone to Lehman. Cross pass to Weinberg. She finally got to drive in and got it to go up and in. Timeout called in order to get, well, I'm not even sure, number 10 and number 42. 42 is Adelaide Eldon. And I don't know if number 10 is, maybe she on there. There's no 10 on their JV roster, so not sure who she is.
Well, there is a Davis, right?
Yeah. So did he? Oh yes, I see. I was looking at the varsity. Yeah. So maybe I certainly remember seeing her out there playing earlier in the JV contest. Just not quite sure on the name, but it might well be Davis. Pass inside to Davis, if that's her. Shot up, no good. She was fouled by Rieksecker, so she'll get to shoot a couple. I thought maybe we'd hear on the PA who is shooting.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know either.
Yeah.
Number 10 scored, whoever she is.
Nice touch on the first one.
So 30 seconds to go. Second shot short. And ball goes out of bounds. 42-16, 27.6 seconds to go. Weinberg to bring the ball across the timeline for Westview. Drives, pulls it out to Whetstone. Inside to Bree, puts it up. Oh, off, bounced around, wouldn't stay down. So, ball knocked loose, and Rieksecker picks it up. 1 second. And we don't get a shot out. 16-42 the final. As we wrap up the regular season for 23-24 for the Lady Warriors. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap up tonight's game.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back at Westview High School to wrap up the regular season for the Lady Warriors. Randy, you got some stats for us to look at here?
Yeah, we do. Yep. For the victorious Eastside Blazers, they were led by J.C. Kitchen, their fine senior guard. She's not real tall, but boy, she's a little dynamo, and she finished with 15. She had 3 threes, 2 twos, and 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Also, Lucy Kitchen, the freshman guard, had 6 points and 2 field goals and 2 for 2 at the line. Kessler had 2 baskets for 4. Kressler, is that the way you pronounce it, Dan?
Kresher.
Kresher,
yes,
yeah. Yes. She had a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer all in the second half for a total of 5. Mack had 2 for 2 at the line for a total of 2 points. Weiss had 2 baskets for 4. Wilson had a 3-pointer, 2 for 2 at the line for 5, and we think her name was Davis. She came in late in the game, 1 for 2 at the line for a total of 1 point. And for Westview, we ended up with a total of 16. 14 of the 16 came in the second half. We were led by Karis Weinberg with a total of 5 points, 2 field goals, and 1 for 2 at the line. Olivia had a layup, a basket for 2 points. Hope Bordner had a basket for 2 points, and Morgan Riesecker actually had a 3-point play the old-fashioned way for 3. And Bree Corey had 2 field goals for a total of 4 points. At the line, Westview was 2 for, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 2 for 8 officially at the free throw line, 25%. And didn't take time to add up Eastside, but they were pretty efficient. They hit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 free throws out of 12. So that's 75% versus our 25%. Field goal shooting, unofficially I had Westview 7 for 25 from 2-point range, which would have been 28%. Much improved the second half.
Yes, yeah, much better than the 6.25% we were shooting in the first half.
Well, they would have been 6 for 14 the second half, just under 50.
Yeah.
0 for 7 from 3-point range for the night, did not hit a 3. We had 23 rebounds, and a stat that hurt us was 25 turnovers. Eastside was 9 for 26 from 2-point range, which is roughly 34%. 5 for 15 from 3-point range for 33%. They had 25 rebounds, so that rebounded us by 2. And they had 15 turnovers versus our 25.
So actually from 2-point range, there ended up, by the end of the game, there wasn't that huge of a difference. We were 7 of 25, they were 9 of 26. So they took 1 more and made 2 more, but the 0 for 7 from 3-point range for us versus the 5 for 15 for them is pretty significant. So
yeah, they outscored us from the 3-point line, 15 zip, and then free throw line 9 to 2.
Yeah. And then the other piece that we can take from this, though, if it's a positive, the one positive maybe is we did hold them to 13 points below their average, I think. So
yes.
So
yeah,
I think defensively we did all right. But yeah,
no, I agree. Defensively, we held them in check.
Yeah. So yeah, it just again, as has happened so often this year, we have too many quarters where we can't score. We had 1 quarter we did well in.
Yeah.
And but yeah, if we again, like I've mentioned before, if we could just string 3 or 4 quarters together, it would make a world of a difference in a lot of games. So.
Well, actually, when you think about it, how many points did we score in that third quarter? We got
10,
10 of our 16, right?
In that 1 quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So. Yep. All right, well, we certainly wish the girls the best on Tuesday evening as they take on Churubusco, first round action, 6 o'clock Tuesday down at Eastside. We will be covering that game. It'll be available right here on LaGwanamedia.com. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales. Our pregame sponsor is J&R Solutions. Halftime sponsor Pizza Depot. Also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, the Shipshewana, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction, Height Auto Body, Yoder Crossroads, by Emma Warehouse, Tiffany's Restaurant, Stutzman Power Equipment, by Freedom Finish Works, Shipshe Automotive Service, by LaGwana, Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, Jerry Standard Service, and Southwind Flooring. Tonight's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. So for Randy Yoder doing color tonight, and Chloe Lovell running the board, and filling in for us tonight, Michelle Newcomer doing a nice job on the camera. This is Dan Byler.